let's talk about Cam Newton, who is 6 days away from starting in his first game for the Patriots. The former NFL MVP isn't letting his new title of starter and team captain go to his head, though. Man. Cam said, quote, "I have so much to prove with an opportunity of a lifetime." Joined again by LeVar, but Marcellus, you up first. You agree that Cam has a lot left to prove, has something left to prove?
Yeah, I agree he has something left to prove, and it's going to get proven in New England. Look, everything he does in the Patriots uniform is going to get respected, revered, and amplified more than anything he did in Carolina. And Cam Newton is talking about just that. Being the same person, but being regarded as a different leader already 2 months in as being the New England Patriots quarterback. So I think where you do something matters as much as what you do when you're talking about your reputation. Think about that, like where you do it. Platform matters. Charles Barkley literally gets on TV sometimes and can just say his ABCs, guarantee and terrible. And it is headline news around the world. Why? Because he's on a tremendous platform and he's a tremendous talent on that tremendous platform. Same thing now. You got Cam Newton not displaced, not out of place in terms of where is he playing versus how talented he is. So now Cam Newton has just went to a situation where everything is boosted because of the dynasty of what Tom Brady and Bill Belichick created, but more so of the culture that Bill Belichick has created that makes everyone seem more respected by doing the same thing when you do it in a Pats uniform.
I agree with you. Cam Newton actually has everything left to prove. I'm a huge Cam Newton fan, but I have to remove my bias from this answer because it is always facts over
feelings.
Over feelings.
My dog.
Cam Newton really has started and completed 8 full seasons. When you think about it, looking at the statistics, he has 3 winning seasons. He has 5 losing seasons. This isn't my opinion. These are just the numbers and the facts. Outside of Cam Newton's MVP season, Cam only has 1 playoff win. So then if you kick back and you reflect on Cam Newton and his greatness, if you want to call it that, was it an outlier or was it the norm? Going to New England, Cam Newton has to prove that his greatness wasn't, in fact, an outlier, but that it is, in fact, the norm. Cam has to remind everybody that he is in totality great. Not that he can be great, but that he is actually great. Remember, Heisman winner, national champion, #1 overall selection. However, you have 5 losing seasons to just 3 winning seasons. After you have a winning season, you go back and you win no more than 6 games. That's what the numbers show. Cam, and going to New England, you'll have no excuses. You don't have any other opportunity to say, well, it was this or it was that. Now it's all on you and it all falls on Cam's shoulders. But here's what I found most interesting and here's what I found most intriguing. Quarterback since the 2010s with a minimum of 100 starts. Here's where Cam Newton falls. Right under Matt Ryan and right above Andy Dalton. Well, let's look at those 2 quarterbacks. Matt Ryan, he's a fringe Hall of Famer, maybe if he wins 1 or 2 Super Bowls. Andy Dalton is currently a backup. That's how we look at Cam Newton's career. Is Cam Newton Hall of Fame potential, or should Cam be backing somebody up? So I think that's the most telling stat, is what exactly is Cam Newton? Taking my bias away? I don't know. So Cam still has to go prove that he is exactly who I want him to be.
Good homework there.
Yes, Cam Newton has a lot that he wants to still prove. But I think you guys took more of a big picture approach to explaining what he has to prove. Let's just keep it simple. Go to his social media. Listen to the man and what he's saying and what he's doing. They didn't believe in me. They forgot about me. He's wired differently. Look at him. He is on a mission. That mission isn't based upon where he fits with Andy Dalton and Matt Ryan. That's not based upon what market he's playing in. You know what it's based upon? They gave up on him, and he don't like it, and he's going to prove you shouldn't have gave up on him. You know where it lies? They brought me in. They didn't give me the money that I wanted, but they gave me something more important than a dollar sign. They gave me a chance. I'm going to prove to you that you made the right decision. You know what the third one is? Y'all know what the third one is, because that's just the way he's wired. Cam is going to prove to Cam, whatever that is, that measurable is, that checkbox is, Cam is going to measure Cam against Cam, and that's what he has to prove right now. And that is a tremendous focus that he has. You can see it.
I only want to push back on one thing. Opportunity is not more important than money unless they ain't giving you no money. Then opportunity is. But other than that, cats be saying, I'd be like, nah, dog, I'd rather have the money than opportunity.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. He was sitting on the couch.
Yeah, you're right. And that's the problem. He went around the carousel.
All you need is a chance. All you need is a chance sometimes.
And they gave him a chance. And it's interesting that this chance does come with its set of excuses, a set of reasons why it may not work out, despite me believing in Cam and thinking he could overcome these odds. Let's be real. They don't have tremendous weapons. They need a lot of their weapons to mature and blossom and to step into a different position. And Cam is going to have to do what Cam has always done when he goes somewhere new. I told you about Blaine College the first year he won a national championship. Auburn, Heisman Trophy and national championship. First year in Carolina, NFL rookie records for passing yards, total yards, and TDs. We're going to need that Cam Newton, you know, day one Cam Newton when he gets to a new situation to show up in New England. But it's interesting, this platform, why is this going to amplify who Cam Newton is and give him the opportunity to truly blossom into, at least in our perception, the great player that we've seen before. I remember taking some courses at a junior college. This example rings true to me about Cam Newton as well. And taking those courses at a junior college, a lot of times you walk into it and you're like, it's going to be easy. It's going to be simple. I mean, what can it be? It's a junior college. All the stigma that is attached with a junior college. And I remember same textbooks that was at Columbia. And I remember not the same professors, but same level of teaching that was at Columbia. I was like, damn, junior colleges get a bad rap. They should start telling these cats that the people who study here should be respected and esteemed as much as some at other institutions. But why not?
There's a reason why they're not.
But there's a reason why they're not. And that's the situation where he has to take full advantage of. Because no matter how you explain it, New England sits there at the top of the power rankings in terms of giving you respect. It's also resurrected so many careers. I remind people, Wes Welker got cut from San Diego before he went to Miami. It was a little this, and then boom, get to New England. That can happen for a Wes Welker. What can happen for a Cam Newton?
That's real. Here's what I'm about to do, Marcellus. You know, nobody can talk about your family, but you can talk about your family because you know you love your family. I'm about to talk about Cam Newton because I love Cam Newton. And so I'm about to say some things that if I didn't already express my love for Cam Newton, they might sting a little bit. Cam Newton, and we've used this word privilege a lot, he's really benefiting from #1 overall pick privilege, if we may. Think about Cam Newton and Jadeveon Clowney, right? We've talked recently, right? Is their name bigger than their game? Cam Newton thus far, if I'm being real, taking my feelings out of it, he's almost benefiting from his name and his glory from 2015. Cam Newton, Andy Dalton came in the NFL in the same year. Andy Dalton has more touchdowns. Andy Dalton has taken less sacks. Andy Dalton has thrown for 2,000 more yards. Now, obviously, Cam as a rusher is 10 times what Andy Dalton can even dream about being. But the fact that statistically you can mention them in the same breath is almost a disgrace to Cam Newton. The fact that Andy Dalton falls right behind Cam Newton in winning percentage, it's almost a disgrace to Cam Newton. We think of Andy Dalton to a degree as a career like backup from here going forward. Yet we still think of Cam Newton as a superstar. And we still think of Cam Newton as being a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. We're giving Cam Newton the benefit of the doubt. I know I am because I know of what Cam Newton is capable of. But Cam still got to go out there and show it. I don't know why you're looking at me like that, Marcellus.
I know why I'm looking at you like that.
Why?
Because as you always tell me, there's one position and one position only judged by ultimate success.
Okay.
And it's the win-loss column. It's the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl or win it all, correct?
Absolutely.
What has Andy Dalton ever done in the playoffs? That's why we look at him differently. But everything you said was concrete.
But rock with me.
Come on, bro.
Rock with me, because what you just said...
No fixins.
No, what you
no
just said
finishes
is
in that place.
Remember what I said, but I'm going to say it louder for the people in the back. Outside of Cam's MVP season, outside of that
I hate when they take your best from you and then say what's the rest.
But rock with me, rock with me.
All right, let's rock.
Outside of that, Cam has one playoff win. So, yes,
still more than Andy.
Cam was phenomenal in 2015. But outside, he's been in the league for 9 going on 10 years.
I mean, Andy got...
Sure, but I'm saying we shouldn't speak them in the same breath. That's my point. Like, Andy is backing up a quarterback who we're still like, wait, how good is Dak Prescott? Andy's backing him up. Cam, we're still proclaiming as a Super Bowl
LeVar. Andy got the hot light on donuts, like the hot lights on donuts. That's the problem with Andy Dalton. Zero Krispy Kreme in the playoffs.
Outside of that 1 year, Cam has won.
outside of my best, I ain't that good either.
No. Because what you tell me, you were in the NFL top 100 twice or 3 years. So if I take away the year you were ranked 40th, you were still ranked 62nd. So you can't, it was 60-something, right?
I'm gonna tell you
38.
No shade.
You better chill. Ain't nobody else up here been ranked that high.
So outside of your best, you were still top tier. That Cam can't say the same.
Guys,
Damn right, I'm better than Cam.
let me put this one in front of you.
What?
Let me put this one in front of you guys.
Talk to me.
What?
It's all about perspectives, right? You guys are arguing very valid points on both sides of this. Now, perspective is saying, all those things that are being said, does Cam have anything left to prove? Which is interesting when you read it and you interpret it differently and say, can he stay healthy enough to raise the bar where what you're saying, Marcellus, is what it is. What you're saying, Acho, is what it is. Does Cam have anything left to prove? Okay? That might have went over some of y'all's heads.
I'm rocking with you.
But back up with me and look at it one more time. Does Cam have anything left to prove? I'm done.
I'm not. I love that. And I'm glad you gave us that cliffhanger. Let me catch it for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Last time we saw Cam Newton with fully functional limbs, MVP candidate. Ooh. So when you...
How many years ago? 2017?
2018. Don't do that. Disrespectful.
That's a lifetime.
6-2. 68% completion percentage, new offensive coordinator, everything. What was Andy Dalton doing in 2018? Oh, losing more than he won again. So that's why there's a perceptional gap between these two quarterbacks in terms of what is left to prove, because there's something left, at least in your imagination with Cam, because last time I saw you ready,